Hey, what's going on, guys? 18 Set Shadow here. We've had some interesting things happen with the last few days of the market, and I know with the rest that I took, there still are a lot of items that I haven't been able to cover, and there's quite a surprise coming in the middle of this market watch. But before we get to that, let's start talking about some downtrends that we've been seeing in the market. In the dim darkness, the frozen resentment, one of the revival order cards for Stoichia, and probably the biggest one right now. We're seeing a fair amount of quantities on the market for both the FR and the regular version, where the double R, the regular one, is under $8 right now for base listing, and the FR, which had been selling for a fair amount of money for a little while, close to $30, now has a good amount of $17 plus listings. Although this card hasn't sold since the end of June, like the 23rd was the last sell, and those were all 22, 24. So interesting to see that this card is really slipping hard and just not going anywhere. So if you're looking to pick it up, it is down. I don't know if it'll get further down, given that it is a pretty strong staple regardless. Star Dragon Deity of Infitude, Ildo Breath. The overtrigger for Brandgate, which had been seeing a huge rocket in price over the past few months, is down pretty hard now. We have $8.679 listings for the overtrigger rares that are from set 1 and 6, and then you have the Messiah structure deck variant available for under $4.50 right now, where this card's market price is, say, quite differently, being over $10 a piece right now. So it's good to see that we finally have some more availability on this trigger as compared to Drag Veta, which we covered 2 days ago. And the SP is actually looking pretty affordable too now, given that we have a $45 listing on that front, and this trigger has sold higher than that quite often. Octaray Sorceress for Hexorb. The double R on this one and the FR are kind of low on listings, and the double R is still $6, while the FR has been getting bought. Let's see where we're at though. We have $20 listings plus that are actually available, but this is another one where it just hasn't sold for at least a week, and the last sells were all around $10. So I don't know what to say about this one. It is a more common card to play when you're playing Hexorb Sorceress, but I don't know if it'll sell that easily at $20. Set 10, I do want to cover the, what do you call them? The alternate arts of the, what are they? The Hololive cards, which replace the Michu set from Lyrical Set 3. Well, not replaced, but they're basically just alternate arts you can play in their place. There's only one SP textured foil, as they call it here, of Under a Starry Sky, which is the grade 0 of the whole lot. And of course, TCG Player still doesn't have any images of them. But this card now has $70 listings to start off with, 15 of them overall. And all the other ones, which range from the grades 0 to 3 for Michu, and then Nokno, which is, which one is it? I think it's Hoshimachi Suisei? Yeah, Hoshimachi Suisei is the one that's supposed to be Nokno. But which one is that? I can't remember which name corresponds to which of the cards. But ultimately, all the cards are now under $3 if you want to pick them up. And then Elite Miko and Under a Starry Sky's regular versions are both under $1 to start off picking them up too. So if you're trying to build Michu with the Hololive cards, it's not too bad now. Perfect guards. I want to cover these again because something interesting happened. First off, looking at the rares for set 1's perfect guards, Twin Buckler Dragon is now up there past 350 for its base listing. And you take a look at stuff like Recusal Hate, Planar Prevent, and Violate Dragon, we have listings that are either almost hitting the $3 mark or Planar Prevent, which is just sitting at $1 to start off with. But what I really want to talk about here, Cater Sanctuary in particular, because Aegismire Dragon has a market price over $4 right now, which is now the highest of all the perfect guards here. And its base listing is 360, a little lower than Twin Buckler Dragons. But take a look at set 6. Palladium Zeal Dragon, for some reason, has a base listing of 457. 10 listings left on top of that. It is the most sold perfect guard from set 6 right now, and I don't really understand. But then when you look at some of these other ones, like Planar Wall, which has notoriously been over $2 for quite a while, Sparkle Reject had been the weakest one of the lot for a while, but now it's above $1. Custodial Dragon and Repelled Malice are, they're still just doing things. But looking more into Palladium Zeal, because it's not just the rare of this one, the FR is also getting up there. This card has been able to sell for around $12 pretty consistently, but now it's actually crossed 15. So that's just something to keep in mind. Cater is going places with its perfect guards. As we move closer to Festival Collection 2023, we've got Willista to think about, and Ophelia is still holding in the high $20 to low $30 range when it comes to all of its copies, except for the SPs, of course, which are just way up there right now. But last listing sold on Ophelia's Triple R, we've got $31, $25s, and no listing has a full place set, and there are only 5 copies overall left on TCG Player among 4 listings. This card is not going down. I'm telling you now, this card is not going down anytime soon. There's only one printing of this card, and Willista is a really strong contender in the meta. So if you don't have these yet and you need to pick them up, you need to get on that, because these will only go up, or at least they'll stay here for a while. Mimish Ashir, this is one of the friend cards from Lyrical Set 2, and I wanted to point out that its SP only has one listing for $20 right now. This is the grade 1 of the ride line for Fortia, basically, and last sales were all around the $4-6 mark. And with Fortia getting a new retrain in Lyrical Set 4, players are just trying to get ahead of the game on their high rarities so that they don't have to deal with anything surprising, I suppose. Going to the empty shelf of the market, Shadow Army tokens from the SP versions from Set 4, they're gone. And they've been gone since mid last month, selling at $49, $50. So with Orphis coming around, there's no surprise that this happened. Continuing on the empty shelves, Astis Misa from the Lyrical Trial deck. The SP version of this card is also sold out at the same price valuation, $50 basically. So this card has been going on and off the market every so often and is just a really popular crit to pick up. Bastion Prime has been seeing a resurgence in value as it's now selling above $20 from the last week, and there was only one copy that sold underneath it. But all listings now are $20 plus, for reasons I don't quite understand. Although, I do have to mention that the anime for Cardfight Will Dress is restarting in 3 more days. So, that's part of the reason, I guess, with the anticipation that Bastion's going to get some more support as we go. But given the trend, I would think that they're just going to release new grade 3s, so it's weird to see that this one goes up after that. And to wrap up today, I wanted to talk about Petralka, which a little while ago, Petralka got a promo in Japan, allowing for another grade 3 to effectively take its place when going to perform its restand skill. So there's a grade 3 promo that came out in Japan, which takes on the name of Petralka. And because of the way Petralka works, it allows you to play 4 of it without hindering the Highlander concept. But this card is selling for $10+ right now, and there are a number of copies right around the $10 mark. We do have this card getting reprinted in Festival Collection, so if you want the foil version, you just have to wait for that. Otherwise, this is a hot stamp variant that's not foil, which is usually my preference. I prefer them to be non-foil, but that's just me. Thank you guys for watching today. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.